about the idea that Joshua's doing a heel turn? I don't know if you're familiar with that term, heel turn. Like
yeah, on Lennox Lewis.
No, not on Lennox Lewis, on Andy Ruiz, just in general, like his attitude. He's normally like a happy-go-lucky guy.
Do you know what? You can't win, right? Because over the years, he's tried to be the consummate professional. Right. And he gets criticism, people saying to him, oh, you're a bit boring, you've got to speak up more, you let Eddie Hearn be your mouthpiece. So he gives an interview where he just gives his thoughts. Oh, Joshua, what's happened to him? He talks too much, he talks shit. Oh, so you can't really win. But I just think now Joshua is in a situation where the loss has kind of just brought him to the reality of the sport and the situation, which is anything can happen at any time. People will back you on the way up and kick you on the way down. So fuck everybody. Like that's what I think. It's almost like you're going to criticise me, I'm going to tell you how I feel. That Lennox Lewis thing, Lennox Lewis has been having digs and criticisms at Anthony Joshua for years and years. It goes back to when he tried to sign him as a manager, right, and Joshua turned him down. It has nothing to do with Lennox Lewis as a fighter. He's one of the greatest heavyweights of all time. But that's what Joshua, his opinion of him as a person.
Can you expand more on the security measures that'll be in place for you started and then you got interrupted?
Just like everything that's been requested by Team Ruiz has been delivered. So we know the security measures. It's not like, you know, Bob Arum talks about with this country. It's just a procedure to make sure that everybody is ultra comfortable. Team Ruiz came back with their own questions and said, we would like this in place. We said, we will deliver that, absolutely. Whether that's to have an additional, your own people. You've got to understand, this is a sort of government, royal family affair, where everything will be absolute perfection, perfection. And they will make sure, and we've seen in the build-up, we've seen with the agreements, we have everything in place to make sure this event is absolutely as safe as possible.
Eddie, December 7th, the critics have said that that everything's on the line for AJ if he loses the fight. How do you feel about that?
Well, I think they're right. But I will say one thing. I mean, if you lose, you've had 24 fights or 25 fights and you've lost to one man, and you're 29 and you've been the unified world heavyweight champion. So it's not the end of the world, but of course he just wants to win the fight, you know. I mean, I watched that fight back so many times because in England you can't help, it's on every day, like people are still playing it, you know. And I look back and I just think, this is a very dangerous fight, but I know this time around it's just focused on Andy Ruiz. In that first fight, people were talking about Joshua, Wilder, Fury. He says now that I weren't up for fighting Andy Ruiz. I didn't have anything but. Or was Andy Ruiz just really good? Has he got his number? We'll find out on December 7th.